Good evening, everybody on the East Coast. Good afternoon, everybody in the West, and good in-between time to all our friends in the in-between spaces, which we all find ourselves more and more these days. Welcome to Friday night Social Justice Power Hour, coming to you live, as always, from the Bayard Rustin Center for Social Justice virtual headquarters. And I am thrilled and honored, as always, to be your host, Robert Seda Schreiber, Chief Activist. And I want to welcome to the virtual stage our good friend who we have missed and not have seen in too long a time, Haley.
What's up, everyone?
Nice to have you back. Thanks for joining us.
To be back. I love being here on Fridays.
You want to tell people what we have in store tonight?
We've got Mr. David Brahinsky giving us a full concert tonight. He is the star of the show.
He is a renowned folk musician. He is one of the founders of the Roosevelt Arts Project and one of the lead singers of the Roosevelt string band, and just an incredible musician, an incredible person. And he's going to be doing selections tonight from How Befitting, the Bob Dylan Social Justice Songbook. So we've been planning this for months. Very excited to bring that to you. But of course, before we do, we have a lot of housekeeping to do. We want to talk about what we have coming up and also a great project we have with one of our good friends and allies. So let's talk first about some guests that are coming up in the coming couple of weeks. So next week, we have we had a great week this week with Brian J. Jones, with Elise Hogue, with Sam Park. It was an amazing, amazing week. And thrilled to end it this way with David Brahinsky. Next week, we start with Kurt Anderson, the author of Evil Geniuses, The Unmaking of America. And then we go to Jose Flasan, who is an educator and activist, and Josh Gondelman, who is the author of this book, Nice Try, Stories of Best Intentions and Mixed Results, and also one of the producers of De Seuss and Miro. And then coming up later in the month, we have Carly Usdin, renowned filmmaker. We have Denise Froman, who is the organizer of Poets for Puerto Rico. We have the author of The Day in the Life of Marlon Bundo, Jill Twiss. We have wonderful illustrator, journalist, and provocateur Peter Cooper, who's been doing this work for over 3 decades. We have the author of Vanguard, Martha S. Jones, How Black Women Broke Barriers, Won the Vote, and Insisted Equality for All. This book just came out this week, and it has gotten the most rave reviews, an important book, a meaningful book, and beautifully written as well. And we have this guy, ladies and gentlemen, and my non-binary friends. Many of you will recognize this fine gentleman. This is Lou Diamond Phillips. And one of the most surreal things to happen to this show is that Lou Diamond Phillips will be on the show in a couple of weeks, actually the 1st of October, to put on your calendar. So I am just ecstatic about this because I just find him to be an interesting individual, someone I grew up watching on TV and in movies, and he's done some important social justice work. So really excited to welcome Lou Diamond Phillips to the show. And this is the first we're announcing it.
Yeah, he's been so excited about this. He's told me like 3 times. 3 times. He's like, we might have him on. We might have him on.
Well, look how sexy he is. I mean, look at that car. Look at that jacket. Look at that goatee all the way around.
So
style points.
Nice. I'm really loving the car.
You're right. But speaking of sexy, last bit, October 7th, which is the vice presidential debate, which is going to be a grand evening. We're going to celebrate in high style. We're going to have our own Mike Hotpence with us as a precursor, an appetizer, a pre-debate social justice power hour, Mike Hotpence variety hour 2, Electric Boogaloo. We're going to bring our stage to the debate stage, and it's going to be just a wonderful, wonderful thing. So speaking of the debate, speaking of elections, we want to welcome to our virtual stage our next guest. Look, we're like all wonderful craftivist and a good friend and ally and just all-around inspirational person. Everybody, please welcome to the show, Kyle Burkhart.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Hey, Kyle.
you are here to talk about this. Tell us what this is.
Yeah, this is Postcards to Voters. So I actually want to ask your audience a few questions first before I get into Postcards to Voters. So hi, everyone. So the first question is, are you registered to vote? And I know your audience is from coast to coast, Robert, so I can't really give advisement on how everybody can register to vote in the place that they live in. But you can Google to find out how to register to vote if you haven't registered to vote already. And the second question is, if you've already registered to vote, are you still registered to vote? So if you live in an area that's known for voter suppression, check and make sure that you're still on the voter rolls, that they haven't purged you from the voter rolls. So the third question is, have you made your plan to vote for this election, and what are your options? So this really depends on where you live as well. Now, here in New Jersey, our governor has issued an executive order that every registered voter in the state of New Jersey will receive a ballot in the mail. And then we have the option to complete it and send it back by mail or drop it off in a drop box. So investigate your options if you live in New Jersey. My plan is, as soon as I get the ballot, I'm going to complete it and drive it to a drop box and drop it off. If you don't live in New Jersey, you'll have to Google to find out how to vote in your area and what your options are. So make sure that you are looking into your options and make a plan to vote as early as possible.
And this is important. All the things you just mentioned are really important, and they're also time sensitive. So making sure you're registered, making sure that even if you think you're registered, that you haven't fallen off the rolls in some way, and then making sure if you're going to vote by mail, what your deadlines for that are as well. So make sure that the time sensitivity of all these issues, you're also being really wary of.
Exactly. And, you know, another question to ask yourself is, if you're able to, have you donated to any campaigns that are important to you? If you haven't, now is a great time to start. If you have in the past, could you donate again?
So I'm gonna leave the screen so I don't lose my 501c3. I'm just because you can say whatever you want. It's your guess.
Okay, I understand. So then the next question is, have you talked to your friends and family members about their voting plan? And honestly, this is where it can get really uncomfortable. But I think we all have to step outside of our comfort zones to defeat Donald Trump in this election, which means we all need to vote for Biden. And I know a lot of people don't like Biden, but whether you like him or not, voting for him is the only way to get Trump out of office. And so that is our immediate goal. And I've talked to two friends separately who said they won't vote for Trump, but they don't want to vote for Biden either. And so with them, I said, well, to me, if you don't vote, or you vote third party, or you vote for other candidates, but not for president, it's like you're voting for the winner. And if the winner is Trump, it's like you voted for Trump. And one of my friends said, that's not the way it works. And I said, essentially, it does work that way. And I don't know what her voting plan is now. But the other friend I talked to said that, you know, she thought about it, and a few days later she called me and she said that she decided she will vote for Biden based on the conversation we had. So I know it can be really uncomfortable and also surprising when you talk to your friends about who they're voting for, but this is an opportunity to face the issue. You know, there's just so much at stake here, and if Trump wins, he's appointing 2 to 3 Supreme Court justices, federal judges, like there's just a domino effect. So let's focus on the immediate goal, which is getting Trump out of office. So that brings me to another question, which is, would you be willing to participate in Postcards to Voters? So what is Postcards to Voters? It's a grassroots nationwide campaign where we send handwritten postcards to registered Democrats who live in districts with tight races to encourage them to vote. And the idea is that a handwritten postcard would be more warmly or more welcomely received than a slick campaign card. So what I'm doing is I'm giving away these starter packs of 5 postcards with 5 postcard stamps and the instructions on how to sign up to do Postcards to Voters and how to get the addresses. There are different campaigns around the country that you can write for, and you can decide which campaign you're going to write for and how many cards you'd like to write. I found my personal sweet spot is writing 5 cards at a time, and then a few days later, I sign up to write another 5 cards. So I'm hoping that by giving away these cards, it encourages folks to write 5 cards and then maybe decide to write a few more, or at least spread the word about postcards to voters.
That is so beautiful. Thank you so much. So people can either DM you if they're on Instagram. You are at Vacuuming the Lawn.
Yes.
Or you can contact the center directly, and we'll put you in touch. Either we'll get you the pack ourselves, or we'll get you in touch with Kyle. Thank you, Chris, for having that link for us. We really appreciate it. So this is incredible work you're doing, and we're so thrilled that we can be of service in a small way in spreading the word about it.
Yeah, and I also want to talk about the design. So I buy flowers from Longview Flowers at the Princeton Farmers Market every week. And I've done that since 2009. And in 2018, I decided to arrange some flowers in my backyard to look like the word vote. And I took photos and put them on Instagram to encourage my friends to vote. And that was for grab and buy the midterms. And so recently somebody liked that photo. 2 years later, it's kind of unusual for a photo from 2 years ago to be liked on Instagram, but there it was. And so that gave me the idea, maybe I should actually have these printed into postcards and then give away these packs. So it's a homegrown effort here.
We love it. They're so beautiful. I really, and Kyle's put together the whole package, so it couldn't be easier for you to do. Elise Hogue, the president of NARAL, Pro-Choice America, was on last night, and she asked for a pack. So we're getting it out there. And by the way, Kyle is a Renaissance craftivist. She actually made the shirt I'm wearing, and she actually made the shirt that she's wearing, which I heard doesn't fit her. So I'm going to get.
You're going to get it, yeah.
Can I put in a request for a shirt?
Yes, of course.
All right. I feel like I've been wearing this shirt for like the last 6 months, and I love it. And I'm like, ooh, maybe Kyle will make me one of these fancy shirts.
Hey, watch it. All right. So Kyle, thank you so much. These are the postcards. Please do ask, request. It's not a hard thing to do at all. Kyle's done most of the work for you, and they're beautiful cards. And don't be getting them and keeping them for yourself, because you know how beautiful they are.
I got my pack last week at the Tomboy X event, and I just send a text message and those instructions. It couldn't be easier, really. So thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, and I want to say thank you to Robert for giving me the opportunity to give out these packs last Saturday at the Tomboy X event. I gave away 29 packs at that event, and I've given away 11 packs on Instagram. So it's exciting to start to see the seeds spread.
So maybe we're doing an open and out mic night again next Friday night. Maybe you'll want to come by and we'll talk about it again just to spread the word a little more.
Sounds great.
All right. Thank you. We love you. Be good.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle.
Good night, Kyle. We love Kyle. All right. Speaking of love and speaking of good nights, let's bring our guest on and let's start the show. So David Brzezinski, wonderful musician, going to be performing tonight the Bob Dylan Social Justice Songbook. I'm so thrilled about this. So without further ado, and thank you for the patience that he has shown in letting us do all our work of the evening. Now it's time to enjoy. David, thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We're going to get off the stage now and give it all to you, my friend. Thank you. Have a great show. We'll see you at the end to say goodnight.
I'm going to start off with a song called Only a Pawn in Their Game, which is about Medgar Evers, a fighter for civil rights. He was carrying sweatshirts that read Jim Crow Must Go when he was shot on June 12, 1963. He was 37 years old. The shooter was Byron DeBeckwith, a member of the Ku Klux Klan. He later toured the South, rode in parades where he was honored. Due to relentless work by Medgar Evers' widow, Myrlie, however, he was finally convicted in his third trial in 1994, and he died in prison a few years later. A bullet from the back of a bush took Medgar Evers' blood. A finger fired the trigger to his name. A handle hid out in the dark. He hands at the spark, 2 eyes took the aim. He a man's brain, but it ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. The South politician preaches to the poor white man. You got more than the blacks, don't complain. You're better than them. You've been born with white skin, they explain. And the poor white man's name is used in his claim for the politician's gain as he rises to fame. And the poor white remains on the caboose of the train, but it ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. The deputy sheriffs, the soldiers, the governors get paid, and the marshals and cops get the same. But the poor white man's used in the hands of them all like a tool. He's taught in school that the laws are with him to protect his white skin, to keep up his hate, so that he never thinks straight about the shape that he's in. But it ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. From the poverty shacks, he looks in the cracks of the tracks, and the hoofbeats found in his brain. And he's taught how to walk in a pack, shoot in the back with his fist in a clinch, to hang at the lynch, to hide in the hood, to kill with no pain, like a dog on a chain. He ain't got no name, but it ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. Now the day Medgar Evers was buried from the bullet he caught, they lowered him down like a king. But when the shadowy sun sets on the one who fired the gun, they'll see by his grave on the stone that remains, carved next to his name, his epitaph claim. He's only a pawn in their game. Yes, only a pawn in their game. Bob Dylan wrote a lot of songs that fit the social justice theme. This next tune, he wrote this in 1962, The Ballad of Emmett Till. I actually didn't know this song very well until a few years ago. I was doing a show just like this. My daughter, Rachel, was out in Oakland, and she told me, Dad, you have to do this song. So I learned it. And I'm sorry that Rachel and my son Josh and my grandson Benjamin can't be here today. We often play together, especially in Vermont in the summertime. But I'm alone to do this. The Ballad of Emmett Till. We're down in Mississippi not so long ago, when a young boy from Chicago town walked in a northern door. This boy's frightful tragedy you should all remember well. The color of his skin was black, and his name was Emmett Till. Some men, they dragged him to a barn, and there they beat him up. They said they had a reason, but I disremember what. They tortured him and did some things to people to repeat. There were screaming sounds inside the barn, laughing sounds out on the street. When they rolled his body down a gulf amidst the blood-red rain, and they threw him in the waters wide to cease his screaming pain. The reason that they killed him there, and I'm sure it ain't no lie, he was a black-skinned boy, and so was bound to die. And then to stop the United States of yelling for a trial, two brothers, they confessed that they had killed poor Emmett Till. But on the jury there were men who helped the brothers commit this awful crime. So the trial was a mockery, but nobody seemed to mind. I saw the morning papers, but I could not bear to see the smiling brothers walking down the courthouse stairs. For the jury found them innocent, and the brothers, they went free, while Emmett's body floats the moan of a Jim Crow southern sea. Now you can't speak out against this kind of thing, a crime that's so unjust. Your eyes are filled with dead men's dirt, your mind is filled with dust. Your arms and legs, they must be in shackles and chains, and your blood, it must cease to flow. For you let this human race fall down so god-awful low. This song, it's just a reminder to remind your fellow man that this kind of thing still lives today in that ghost road Ku Klux Klan. But if all of us folks that think alike, if we give all we could give, we could make this great land of ours a greater place to live. Yes, we could. Yes, we could. I know my wife and I have been involved in the postcard program as well, so I think that's a great idea. So this next tune is called Hurricane, and it's even though Bob Dylan at one point said, I don't write protest songs, this is a protest song. And it's protesting the incarceration of Hurricane Carter, who was accused of a murder that he never committed, and then finally he did get out of prison about 10 years later after some trials. The charges were dropped. Dylan himself, if you may remember the Rolling Thunder Review in the early 70s, he ended the Rolling Thunder Review at Madison Square Garden, where they did where it was a benefit for Hurricane Carter, and he visited Carter in prison. And, this song was a factor in Carter getting out of prison eventually. Hurricane. Pistol shots ring out in the barroom night. Enter Patty Valentine from the upper hall. She sees a bartender in a pool of blood. Cries out, my God, they killed them all. Here comes the story of the hurricane, the man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. But any prison cell but one time could have been the shaking of the world. 3 bodies lying there, does Patty see, and another man named Bello moving around mysteriously. I didn't do it, he says, and he throws up his hands. says and he stops. Wanted to better call up the cops. And so Patty calls the cops. And they arrive on the scene with their red lights flashing. A New Jersey night. Meanwhile, far away in another part of town, Reuben Carter and a couple of friends driving around. Number one contender, the middleweight crown. Had no idea what kind of shit was about to go down. When it got pulled over to the side of the road, just like the time before and the time before that. In Patterson, that's the way things go. If you're black, you may as well not show up out on the street. Mr. Wanted rolling. Alfred Bello had a partner and he had a rap for the cops. Him and Arthur Dexter Bradley were just prowling around. He said, I saw two men running, they looked like middleweights. They jumped into a white car without a city plates. Miss Patty Valentine just nodded her head. Cops said, wait a minute, boys, this one's not dead. So they took him to the infirmary. Well, the man could hardly see. They totally could identify the guilty man. 4 in the morning, they had Reuben in. Take him to the hospital and they bring him upstairs. The wounded man looks up through his one dying eye and says, what you bring him in here for? He ain't a guy. Yes, there's the story of the hurricane. The man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. But in a prison cell at one time could have been the shame of the world. 4 months later, the ghettos are in flames. Reuben's in South America fighting for his name. While Arthur Dexter Bradley's still in the robbery game. The cops are putting the streets to him, looking for someone to blame. Remember that murder that happened in a bar? Remember you said you saw the getaway car? You think you'd like to play ball with the law? It might have been that fire that you saw running that night. Don't forget that you were away. Arthur Dexter Bradley said, I'm really not sure. Pop said a poor boy like you could use a break. We got you for the motel job, and I'm talking to your friend Bello. You don't want to have to go back to jail, be a nice fellow. You'll be doing society a favor. That son of a bitch is brave and getting braver. We want to put his ass in the stir. We want to pin this triple murder on him. He ain't no gentleman Jim. Reuben could take a man out with one punch, but he never did like to talk about it that much. It's my work, he'd say, and I do it for pay. And when it's over, just as soon be on my way. Up to some paradise, the trout streams flow and the air is nice. We'll ride a horse upon a trail, but then they took him to the jailhouse and they turned the man into a mouse. All of Reuben's cards were stacked in advance. The trial was a big circus, he never had a chance. The judge made Reuben's witnesses drunkards from the slums. To the white folks who watched, he was a revolutionary one. To the black folks, he was just a crazy nigger. No one doubted that he pulled the trigger. And though they could not produce the gun, the DA said he was the one who did the deed. The all-white jury. Reuben Carter was falsely tried. The crime was murder one. Guess who testified? Bello and Bradley, they both boldly lied. The newspapers, they all went along for the ride. How can the life of such a man be in the palm of some fool's hand? To see him obviously framed, and nothing make me feel ashamed to live in a land where justice is a game. That's the story of a hurricane. But it won't be over till they clear his name and give him back the time he's done. Put in a prison cell but one time, could have been the champion of the world. And he was released, of course. Lived the last part of his life as a free man. By the way, some of you may be wanting to sing along. I should be giving out the keys, and those of you may want to play, even though the guitar. This next tune I'm playing in the key of F. I know that I have some friends that have told me they may want to do it. This is called The Lonesome Death of Haiti Carroll, and it kind of speaks for itself. William Zanzinger killed poor Haiti Carroll. The cane that twirled round his diamond ring finger at a Baltimore hotel. Society gathered, and the cops were called in, and his weapon took from him, and they rode him in custody down to the station and booked William Zanzinger for first-degree murder. But you philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears. Take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. William Zanzinger, who had 24 years, owned a tobacco farm of 600 acres. Rich, wealthy parents who provide and protect him in high office relations in the politics of Maryland. Reacted to his deed with a shrug of his shoulder, and swear words and sneering, and his tongue it was snarling. And in a matter of minutes, on bail was out walking. But you philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears. Take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. Haiti Carroll was a maid in the kitchen. She was 51 years old and gave birth to 10 children. Carried the dishes and took out the garbage. And never sat once at the head of the table. Didn't even talk to the people at the table. Just cleaned up all the food from the table and emptied the ashtrays on a whole other level. Got killed by a blow, slain by a cane, that sailed through the air, came down through the room, doomed and determined to destroy all the gentle, and she never done nothing to William Zanzinger. But you philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears. Take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. In the courtroom of honor, the judge pounded his gavel. He showed all was equal, and that the courts are on the level, and that the strings in the books he pulled and persuaded, and that he and the nobles get properly handled. Once the cops have chased after and caught him, and that the ladder of the law has no top and no bottom. He stared at the person who killed for no reason, who just happened to be feeling that way without warning. And he spoke through his throat, most deep and distinguished, and handed out strongly for penalty and repentance. William Zanzinger with a 6-month sentence. And you philosophize disgrace and criticize old fears. Bury the rag deep in your face. Well, now's the time for your tears. Yeah. So I'd like to give a shout out to some of my friends and family in Vermont, Colorado, Florida, Brooklyn, Queens, Pennsylvania. I know there's people out there. I don't know if anybody in Europe or Asia is watching, but maybe there is. It's one of the interesting things about this new format. If I was performing live, maybe at the most a couple hundred people. Now we could have any number. So this is a tune that takes us back to the civil rights movement of the 1960s down in Mississippi. It's called Oxford Town. Key of E. Oxford Town, everybody's got their head bowed down. The sun don't shine above the ground. Ain't gone down to Oxford Town. He went down to Oxford Town, guns and clubs followed him down, all because his face was brown. Had to get away from Oxford Town. Oxford Town around the bend. He come to the door, couldn't get in, all because of the color of the skin. What do you think about that, my friend? Me and my gal, son, we got met with a tear gas bomb. Don't even know why we come, going back where we come from. Oxford Town in the afternoon, everybody singing sorrowful tune. 2 men died in the Mississippi boom. Somebody better investigate soon. Oxford Town, everybody's got their head bowed down. The sun don't shine above the ground. Ain't going down to Oxford Town. And normally I'd have my harmonica player, Guy DeRosa, playing on that song and quite a few others. Guy and some of the other members of the Roosevelt String Band and David Verinsky and Friends group. We'll be playing over at Morven, actually. It's a museum in Princeton. We're going to actually be doing a live show outdoors, October 25th, and it's also going to be streamed live. So those of you who can't make it, actually, if you haven't bought a ticket, you can't make it because it's been sold out. But you can buy streaming tickets. So go on the Morven Museum website, and you can get tickets for it. So Dylan wrote a lot of songs, a number of songs about war, about the wars that were going on in those days, war in Vietnam and so forth. Here's one of them. Oh, my name, it ain't nothing. way to be loved. The country I come from is called the Midwest. I stood and brought up there, the laws to abide, and that the land that I live in has gone on its side. For the history books tell it, they tell it so well. The cavalry's charged, the Indians fell. The cavalry's charged, the Indians died. Ah, the country was young, with God on its side. For the Spanish-American War had its day, and the Civil War too was soon laid away. And the names of the heroes I've made to memorize, with guns in their hands and God on their side. Now the First World War, boys, it came and it went. The reason for fighting I never did get, but I learned to accept it with pride. You don't count the dead when God's on your side. When the Second World War came to an end, we forgave the Germans, then we were friends. Though they murdered 6 million in the ovens they fried, the Germans now too have gone on their side. Now I've learned to hate the Russian all through my whole life. If another war starts, it's them we must fight. To hate them and fear them, to run and to hide, and accept it all bravely, with God on my side. And now we've got a weapon of the chemical dust. If fire them we're forced to, then fire them we must. One push of the button, and a shot the worldwide. And you never ask questions when God's on your side. In many a dark hour, I've been thinking about this, that Jesus Christ was betrayed by a kiss. But I can't think for you, you'll have to decide whether Judas Iscariot had gone on his side. So now that I'm leaving, I'm weary as hell. The confusion I'm feeling, ain't no tongue can tell. The words fill my head, fall to the floor. that if God's on our side, He'll stop the next war. Yeah. Written in the 1960s, of course. Still relevant today, I'm afraid. Now, this next tune is an interesting one to play today. It was written in 63 by Dylan, I suppose, and a lot of folks in those days who were coming into maturity, as I was, young man, were feeling this way. So here's a song about how many of us were feeling in those days. Come gather round, people, wherever you're on, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to use worth saving, then you better stop swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times, they are a-changing. Songwriters and critics who prophesize with your pen, keep your eyes wide, the change won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheels still in spin. And there's no telling who that it's naming. For the loser now will later to win, for the times they are a-changing. And senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't you stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall. For he that gets hurt will be he who has stalled. There's a battle outside and it's raging. It'll soon shake your windows and rattle your walls, for the times they are a-changing. The mothers and fathers throughout the land, don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one and you can't lend your hand, for the times they are a-changing. The line it is drawn, the curse it is cast. The slow one now will later be fast, and the present now will later be past. The orders rapidly fade, and the first one now will later be last, for the times they are a-changing. Yeah, and I'd say we should all get out and vote and see if we can give that change a little bit of a boost. I forgot to give you the key. The next song is in the key of C. Let me do a quick tune up here. Yeah, that was the culprit. It's the next one in the key of C. Now, this is a song that was written over the winter of 62, 63, and it's actually based on a traditional song. A lot of Dylan's songs are. He borrows traditional melodies and puts new words to them. This one, it turned out, was called Nottingham Town, and it was actually, the arrangement was actually done by Gene Ritchie's family, so they had the rights to it, and Dylan had to do a legal settlement so that they didn't go to court. Nat Hentoff, who was a journalist at the time, wrote that Dylan had said, "I've never written anything like that before. I don't sing songs which hope people will die, but I couldn't help it with this one. The song has been called the bitterest condemnation in Dylan's songbook. The bluntest condemnation in Dylan's songbook. A torrent of plain speaking pitched at a level that even the object of his bile might understand. Masters of War. I'm your masters of war. You that build all the guns. You that build the death planes. You that build all the bombs. You that hide behind walls. You that hide behind desks. I just want you to know I can see through your masks. You that never done nothing but build to destroy. You play with my world like it's your little toy. You put a gun in my hand and you hide from my eyes. Then you turn and run farther when the fast boys fly. Like Judas of old, you lie and deceive. A world war can be won. You want me to believe, but I see through your eyes, and I see through your brain, like I see through the water that runs down the drain. You fasten all the triggers for the others to fire. Then you sit back and watch as the death count gets higher. You hide in your mansion as the young people's blood flows out of their bodies and is buried in the mud. You've thrown the worst fear that can ever be hurled. Fear to bring children into the world, for threatening my baby, unborn and unnamed. You ain't worth the blood that runs in your veins. How much do I know to talk out of turn? You might say I'm young. You might say I'm unlearned. But there's one thing I know. Though I'm younger than you, even Jesus will never forget what you do. So let me ask you one question. Is your money that good? Will it buy you forgiveness? Do you think that it could? I think you will find when your death takes its toll that all the money you have will never buy back your soul. And I hope that you die and your death will come soon. I will follow your casket on a pale afternoon, and I'll watch while you're lowered down to your deathbed, and I'll stand over your grave till I'm sure that you're dead. Yeah, well, Dylan also could write songs that were just humorous, even about war. This next tune is it's a talking blues, talking World War III blues. Talking blues, for those of you who don't know the form, it's a traditional form. I think Dylan may have picked it up from Woody Guthrie or somebody like that. Usually it goes something like dee 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 boom dee 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 boom dee 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 boom da da boo doo doo dee 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 dee, and then you have the punchline on each verse and the turnaround. Talking World War III blues. Some time ago, a crazy dream came to me. I dreamt I was walking into World War III. Went to the doctor the very next day and see what kind of words he could say. Said it was a bad dream. Wouldn't worry about it none though. They're my own dreams and they're only in my head. I said, hold it, doc, a world war's passed through my brain. I said, nurse, get your pad, the boy's insane. Grabbed my arm and I said, ouch. I landed on the psychiatric couch. He said, tell me about it. Well, the whole thing started about 3 o'clock fast. It was all over by 1:15. I was down in the sewer with some little lover when I peeked out from a manhole cover, wondering who turned the lights on. Well, I got up and walked around, up and down the lonesome town. Instead of wondering which way to go, lit a cigarette on the parking meter and walked on down the road. It was a normal day. Well, I rung the fallout shelter bell, leaned my head and gave a yell. Give me a string bean, I'm a hungry man. Shotgun fire the way I ran. I don't blame him much though. I know I look funny. Well, down at the corner by a hot dog stand, I seen a man. I said, howdy, friend. Guess there's just us two. Screamed a bit and away he flew. Thought it was the communists. Well, I spied a girl before she could leave. I said, let's go play Adam and Eve. I took her by the hand, my heart was thumping. She said, hey man, you crazy or something? See what happened last time this started? Well, that's what you mean. Well, I seen a Cadillac wheel uptown. There was nobody around. I got into the driver's seat and drove down 42nd Street in the Cadillac. Good car to drive after a war. But I remembered some ad, so I turned on my Conner red. But I hadn't paid my Conner bill. Radio didn't work so well. Turned on my record player. It was Rockin' Day Johnny singing, tell you mom, tell you pa, our love's gonna grow, move on, move on. Well, I was feeling kind of lonesome and blue. Needed somebody to talk to. So I called up the operator in time just to hear a voice of some kind. When you hear the beep, it'll be 3 o'clock. She said that for over an hour and I hung up. Well, the doctor interrupted me just about then, saying, hey, I've been having the same old dreams. Mine is a little different, you see. I dreamed the only person left after the war was me. I didn't see you around. Well, time has passed, and now it seems everybody's having everything. Everybody sees themselves walking around with no one else. Well, half of the people can be bought right all the time. Some of the people can be all right part of the time, but all the people can't be all right all the time. I think Abraham Lincoln said that. I'll let you be in my dream if I can be in yours. I said that. Talking World War III blues, yeah. All right. Well, Dylan wrote this next tune in 2006. It's relatively recent in terms of his career, and it's not directly related to the social justice theme, I don't think, but I think it is related in a very deep way, because I think it's about loyalty and about being there when it counts. It's called When the Deal Goes Down. It's based on a melody where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day, a signature Bing Crosby tune. So when I sing this song, I feel like I want to croon it. And I felt that way even before I knew it was a Bing Crosby song. So. When the deal goes down. Still of the night, in the world's ancient light, where wisdom rose up in strife, my bewildered brain toils in vain through the darkness on the pathways of life. Each invisible prayer is like a cloud in the air. Tomorrow keeps turning around. We live and we die. We know not why, but I'll be with you when the deal goes down. We eat and we drink, we feel and we think, far down the street we stray. I laugh and I cry, and I'm haunted by things I never meant or wished to say. The midnight rain follows the train. We all wear the same thorny crown. Soul to soul, our shadows roll, and I'll be with you when the deal goes down. Well, the moon is light, and it shines by night, when I scarcely feel the glow. We learn to live, and we forgive, or the road we're bound to go. More frailer than the flowers, these precious I followed the winding stream. I heard the deafening noise. I felt transient joys. I know they're not what you see. In this earthly domain, full of disappointment and pain, you'll never see me found. I owe my heart to you, and that's saying it true. And I'll be with you when the deal goes down. I owe my heart to you, and that's saying it true. And I'll be with you when the deal goes down. Oh, wow, look at that. It's after 8 o'clock. I think maybe I will finish up with probably the most famous of Bob Dylan's songs of social justice. It's a song that he wrote. He said he wrote it in 10 minutes. And then he brought it over to Gertie's Folk City to play it. And he couldn't read his handwriting, so he made up some words right there on the stage. It became a big hit for Peter, Paul, and Mary. It's in the key of G, so sing right along, everybody, if you know it. I think I'll finger pick it. How many roads must a man walk down before they call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Guy, play the harmonica. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. And how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one person have before they can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till they know that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? And how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? And how many times can a person turn their head and pretend that they just don't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Thank you, and thank you, Robert, and thank you, everybody, for putting me on. Hi, Robert.
That was so wonderful, my friend. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
This was such a great interview.
It's like a private concert in your home. It's
It
wonderful.
really is. That was beautiful, my friend. Really powerful. And I want to tell everybody, number one, David will be back with us next week for Open and Out Mic Night, as always. But another special concert on October 2nd. We're doing a Get Out the Vote sing-along, and we're going to figure out how best to work the mechanics of that, what mechanisms we can use to have a whole big virtual sing-along. But, David, this was wonderful, and we cannot thank you enough, my friend.
Thank you.
You have a great night, and we'll see you next Friday, and we'll see you on the 2nd as well. Again, much love and respect, my friend.
Adios.
Be well.
Thanks, David.
So wonderful. We're so lucky to have this community that we've built. I know there are a lot of folks here who are here for the first time who are fans of David Brzezinski, and very well deserved that he has these fans and family and friends who are here to watch this show. So it would be remiss of me and Haley not to tell you that, number one, we've been doing this for almost 150 shows now for the last 6 months. Proud and honored to bring you the Power Hour every weeknight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And every one of these shows, including this one after tonight, are available on our Facebook page. You do not have to be a Facebook member or have a page of your own. It is a public page at the Rustin Center. You don't have to pay any tribute to the almighty Zuckerberg. So just so you can watch them all free of charge and clear of conscience. So thank you for joining us tonight. I want to remind everybody that Kyle the Craftivist was here earlier in the show. We have postcard to voters ready to go out to you. If you're interested in being involved, please let us know. And also in the comment section, you can find Kyle's Instagram, which is Vacuuming the Lawn, and we'll send you a pack of postcards to encourage other folks to vote. And also, we are here every weeknight. So join us again. Next week, we have Kurt Anderson, the author, education activist, Jose Filzon, and comedian and producer Josh Kondelman. And then next Friday, we'll have Open and Out Mic Night. So we have performers in the audience. We encourage you to join us. Open and Out Mic Night is open to everybody, our queer community, friends, allies, and family, chosen or otherwise. So please do join us, and you can reach out to me or Haley, and we'll be glad to put you on the virtual stage.
Yeah. Reach out to us or message us anywhere, Facebook.
You
have our email.
Our wonderful
text me, whatever.
volunteer extraordinaire has been putting up all our links in the comment section. So if you want to donate, please feel free so we can continue the Power Hour. Please friend, follow, and like us on all those social media things, tools of the devil, as it were. And please do join us again. We're thrilled to have you in virtual community. And Haley, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you, and we'll see you all. Well, I'll see you guys next week. But
Yeah, so have a great weekend, everybody. Remember, be good to each other. Be good to your family, chosen or otherwise, and be good to yourselves. Sending you much love and respect. Be good, everybody.